So now that we've got this thing rolling, I want to work on the cooling system. And this bolt won't come off. The bolt that holds on this water situation. It's not a thermostat housing. It doesn't hold any thermostat. So that bolt won't come off, and I've tried everything. So since we got a new one of these, I'm going to try to cut off this section here with a grinding wheel. And if that works, maybe we can get a socket down in there and I can try to torque it off. If that doesn't work, then we're just going to cut the bolt off from underneath. But either way, we'll get the fan off first, and we'll get it moving. These bolts came off easy.
I always forget that thing has a light on it. I was like, where's the light coming from?
I haven't charged it in a while. Remind me to charge it. There we go.
It's just rusted on there.
Needed a little love. I think that pops off too, I think. And we'll do that in a minute. Okay. Now I'm going to get my grinding gear. We'll see if we can get this off. To grind with the helmet on. Watched a video of people, the blades breaking, right? They've been on the internet forever, but it's something that's always made me worry. So I try to use as much protection to the vital organs as I can. Because I get hurt a lot doing stupid shit. I try to go to the emergency room as little as possible. A pretty good dent, so we'll keep going. Looks like this may work. So, yeah, let's see if we can get it out of our way. Might be able to just give it a whack here. There we go.
There it is.
See if we can get a socket on there, and if not, we may have to do a little more grinding to get that little piece out of the way. But yeah, we have to do just a bit of grinding. Rounding off the bolts. I
can hear you hit it with the grinder, didn't you? Well, it totally is shaving it down.
Let me see. It's just not moving. There we go.
Sounds like you're moving. There we go.
Boom.
That one.
Yeah.
Gotta finish that one off, right?
Yeah. Close. Thing has never once been off, is my guess. Yeah.
Some shit. Oh, it's the
rest.
Well, and what should be a gasket? Damn, boy.
That's why I want to take it outside and flush it.
To like vacuum out the engine.
I know. Where's my lighted bulb? worried about too much more getting in there. Not like a whole lot more is going to get in there. So
It's true.
yeah, so the only way we got it off was breaking it.
Got it.
So yeah, so it broke off, and that's what broke the bolt.
That's what
so
got the bolt.
this was where it was really rusted, was inside there.
Nice.
So seeing how well the surface cleans up.
It had to have been off at one point because that's yellow right there.
Yeah.
That's that yellow paint. That's not.
We got a tap and or die that fits it. Save this rusty sumbitch. We were rusted on the inside. I don't even want to reuse this bolt. This is more of a test on the Harbor Freight thing. Fairly smooth, actually. I don't know if it's fucking it up.
You're gonna find out when
yeah, when I get to the hard parts.
When you get done, and then we'll know. Like,
you can hear it hitting the rust now.
And
that's gone easy. Yeah. Okay, ready?
Yep. Not terrible.
And up with a wire. See this one?
Yeah, I was gonna say that one. I was looking at that. I was like, that one must be on.
Completely rusted away. Part that was sitting in the thingamajig.
Yeah.
So these threads aren't actually used.
Yeah. They're like gone on that side.
Yeah. Will the bolt go in now? Look at that. And I can't get the little thing in there, and we're using 3/8 16.
Oh yeah, just take the handles off of it. Yeah, maybe that'll work.
Just need a little bit more traction in it. There we go. This did here. Cleans up a bit, huh? It still fits, it's just still tight.
Could be the bolt.
Not maybe.
The nut, I mean.
Yeah. Okay, so now that we got the links on, I'm gonna move to the next thing-ish. Revisiting this piece here. I didn't like how much rust was in there, and I figured it was going to be like that. And I've never done this before. I don't know if this is a good idea or whatever, but I'm just going to try to flush it, and we'll see what, if anything comes out, what comes out, before I take everything apart, just to see if we can get all the rust out. And while I'm here, there's some wet parts. The grease is really built up over there. I'm just going to hit it with this, a little bit of degreaser, and we'll see if we can't rinse it out. But right now, what we're doing, we're just testing, see if water even flows through this thing. There was a bunch of rust in there. But first, let's soak up some of this. And I greased everything before I did this to try to keep water out. I'm going this. Not that much.
I mean, it's yellow, but it's not chunky.
I didn't see any big chunks float out. Let's go this way now. Okay, well, I feel pretty good about that. Before I rinse that off here in a second, let's see if we can take this off. Well, let's get a 5/8 and a 9/16 wrench here. If you can break them loose, then this thing should take over. I figured it'd be a mess. Huh. Yeah, me too.
Scraper.
Yeah. Yeah, that one's gonna be fun. We're back at it. We just got done and all the stuff, and then we flushed the system out. So let's finish the cooling system. We've got that on a roll right now. So let's finish that up. We're gonna just kind of stick on the front end of the engine here and just take care of the whole cooling system up to and including the radiator. So we'll see how far we get. Start at the top, and we'll start with this guy. This also holds the throttle and that kind of stuff. So I think we have to kind of install it as we go. So I cleaned the surface off the other night, and it's holding up pretty good. Oxidizes overnight, but we'll call it a win. Get this guy on here. I'll get this installed before we bolt it down, because then it's a huge pain in the ass. You know, one of these days, something's going to be easy.
No, it won't.
No, it won't. Well, I guess we have to drill out a hole. See, this is why you do it before.
Oh yeah, it is bigger, huh?
You see, it's like got a roadblock back here from the casting.
Oh, yeah, you gotta file it.
So close. Probably gonna end up having to drill it. Okay, we got it through that time. We're gonna give it just a bit more. I don't want the throttle getting in a bind because of this thing.
And it's just a brace for the throttle, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like it. I'm gonna drill it out a little bit. Don't quite have one big enough, but
Maybe you can just
we'll just kind
do
of
the
yeah. And that'll actually move
There you go.
Cool. I knew I was going to hate doing this. Let's start with it because I knew it was going to annoy me.
Be a pain in the ass.
No, because theory it should be a stud. Well, that's on. That's in. Make sure the move the throttle.
Oh.
Perfect. Moves and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you know what? You know what we ought to do? Since we're here and all, let's get all that throttle hooked up again. Okay, put the throttle all the way up. Okay. Nanny. Okay, that's what we'll do. Now go all the way down. Okay, now do it. Now it stays on.
Whoop.
Well, don't go till you break it.
Well, no, because it was going over here, and now it won't go that far.
No, that's about right. Well, it was also disconnected. Let's see, it's not quite. Oh, the other way.
That's why I'm wondering if we're...
Spring's a little tight, maybe.
Feels tighter. I got you. They like put a cotter pin through there.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Okay. In theory, that should work.
Good enough.
Sweating my ass off doing this goddamn cotter pin. Works and looks. All the way down.
Mm-hmm.
There. We'll grab this new alternator. It should work. Let's see, it looks like it might hit the fan blades. The alternator though. Yeah, let's see, it hits the fan blades.
Weird. Oh, man, that's why they installed it like they did.
Yeah, we will grab it. This has much more of an angle to it. Also hitting down here. Okay, well, let's modify that now.
The next morning.
Okay, I'm back. I know I pulled the plug early yesterday. You know, when you're like, every once in a while, when you're working on something and you just get angry. You know, I don't know. I wasn't in the mood yesterday. So whenever I get that way, I just like to stop. Because if you're not having fun, why do it? And also, you're going to make mistakes, you know. So let's pick up where we left off. Still working on the cooling system. We got this on. We got that on. We're modifying this. And that's what we're going to do. So I pulled the fan and the pulley off of the other alternator. And we're going to switch it out with this one. So we, because this one here got a bigger fan and it's hitting the bracket and on both sides. First, we'll get that off here. I like this pulley anyway. It's a cool pulley. The old double pulley. I don't know what that's for, but maybe we'll need a double pulley. You never know. I mean, that is a prettier pulley. Nah. That'll just look weird. Ooh, we got a spacer. Okay. The other one didn't have a spacer. The only thing I did after I shut off the camera yesterday is I gave these bolts and nuts a going over with the old clean out tap and die, and made sure they work a little better. So today wouldn't be so cranky. Now we got both of them here. We're going to try both and see which one works. I have this all the way forward now. It doesn't hit anything anymore here. Well, look at that. What I was thinking about, though, maybe putting a little bit of a spacer here. I think that'll help. So let's do that. Let's just so happens to have some floor washers over here. You can tell when they're floor washers because they were on the floor. This one's a bit thicker, but this one's got a warble. Let's see this one. Well, let's tighten all this down here. All right, water pump installed. So next, we'll put the pulley on. It's like, watch this not fit either. Now that's a tight clearance. One of the things I've been running into with the tractor project is it kind of reminds me of, when you're working on, an old car or something, and then there's a lot of like parts out there that are just close, they're real close, but they're not 100%, and that's what this has been reminding me of the whole time. Is I just feel like I'm, installing these parts that are just working out. Got to modify them all just slightly. And I always found that kind of funny. It's I love people keeping stuff on the road. And when you're trying to sand cast something, when you're trying to do something, it's all it's going to be a little off because the production isn't quite the same. But yeah, so far almost everything I bought for this tractor, I have to modify it just slightly. Makes me laugh, Make sure we got it going the right way. That time, fell all the way to the ground. Something tight. We'll know if she screams. I got a new temp sensor too. I haven't quite decided how I'm going to route it yet. I haven't decided if I want to go through here, because I think I want to go through here. Kind of like this. Should avoid a lot of the pinch. Not a lot of places to secure it, but give you 10,000 miles of tubing. Wires here. And secure it to this. Anyway, I'm going to bring you over here so you can see what's going on. We got to get it installed in the dash first. Or the panel, whatever you call it. I'm going to say dash. I'm not sure how to get this off here, so we're going to pry it, smack it, whatever we got to do. Take off every loose bolt we can. Pretty cool little old piece, but a good temperature gauge. Oh, we got a nubbin. Let me get the nub setter here. Just like that, no more nub. Remember I was saying that everything I've ordered for this has just been real close, but not quite right. They only gave me one screw, or one nut. So I mean, it's like, everything for this tractor has just been like, so close. Do we want to run it with the rest of these wires into here? Get the wire here. Just zip tie like that. Tighten that down when we put the gas tank back on. And now let's tighten down that piece there. I think 5/8. Should be enough. Cool. Now for the radiator here, the new radiator is a little different than the old one. And use these carriage bolts. And they should work. I mean, they look pretty good. Look like they should work. They kind of just slide in. But I shoved in some reg there just to hold it in while I set it up. So let's go ahead and set it on here and see what happens. Looks pretty good, y'all. Let's get some nuts and bolts on this, and then we'll try to. I got a big washer, a lock washer, and a nizzy. Let's tighten that down. Radiator. And it almost nearly fits. I haven't quite decided how all this goes on yet. But first we got to get this in there, and it's got this little lip on there. I think we may end up having to heat up the hose, shove it in, you know. We got to get it past the 4. Okay, on here, on the part number. It went in there. I just got to figure out how to get it further. I want this end towards the engine. Boop, boop. Okay, let me give it a shove. I'll be back.
A few minutes later.
That went fairly, actually. So what I did is I just grabbed the end of a screwdriver and it went smooth in. So let's see. Let me grab the hose clamps. There's 3 of them. Presume one was to hold the thermostat from running around, but it's not going anywhere. It's not like it's gonna get sucked in there. So I know you guys can't smell, but the neighbor's cooking again. It doesn't smell like anything fancy, you know. It's just kind of like burgers and dogs. Kind of like a, I don't know, just smells like summer. I don't hate it. Son of a bitch, we're cooking on this thing today. Hey, you just need a better attitude sometime. Where my hose at? There my hose is. Ziz. There's my hose is. Look at that. It's built with its own seat. You know, I'm not sure this is supposed to have a shroud, but I think that's kind of what the hood does, you know? See, maybe that's what that's for. Look at that. Now, in theory, that should hold water. Antifreeze. Which what we're going to put in there. You know what? That one's smooth. You know, I don't even, you know, sometimes, like I said, when you get grouchy, you just stop. You know, I wasn't having fun yesterday, and today I'm having fun. Everything went smooth. And we're doing pretty good. We can steer. We can cool in theory. I haven't put water in it yet. But let's work on the carburetor next. I want to save the electrical for last. Because I can kind of work that around stuff. But we got an alternator now that puts out juice in theory. It tested fine. yeah, so today was good. Today was a good day. I'm gonna wrap it up. It's Saturday. I'm gonna go just relax a bit, call my dad, and yeah, we're looking pretty good on this thing. If I can keep this pace going, we should be done by the end of the week and out running around. So, it's a breeze. Yeah. Well, peace out, y'all. I'm gonna go get something cold to drink.